ahead and jump right on into it because I have a lot to talk about. This is the fun part. Last month was Tigger themed.
Got to the source of it through the riot shield. Like if you ever know that, why you'll always be my maybe, not the one I really wanna draw.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another vlog. If you're new, my name is Emily and I'm a senior at Clemson University. I cannot believe that it is already November, or almost November. Right now it's the 28th of October, so we still have a couple days. But today is the one day of the month, the rest of the month at least, that I am able to do a bunch of things around the house and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get knocked out a bunch of the like errand type things for the November reset. And then probably tonight or tomorrow we're going to go through all of the like mental reset things. First on the agenda, you can tell that I'm in my car at my apartment. We are about to head to a little shopping center right off of campus. They have an Ulta, a Marshalls, and a Five Below. So we're gonna hit all three of those stores today. So we're going to go to Ulta and get just a couple little things. I have a little shopping list on my app and I'm only gonna get those things. We're not going to be searching around for who knows how long. We're just gonna get the things that I absolutely need. And then I'm also gonna go to Marshalls for a school project item that I have to get. And then I'm also gonna go to Five Below for a gift for somebody that I'm not going to say the name of. So we're gonna go ahead and head down there first so that when I come back, we can just stay at home for the rest of the day. Five Below was a bust, but we were successful in the other places, so let's go home. All right, so we are now home. I have two hauls for you. They're very small, so it's only like 4 things, but we're gonna go through Ulta first. So I needed a new nighttime moisturizer because I'm almost out of it. I got my daytime moisturizer in my last vlog. I'll have that up in the cards in the description for you guys if you wanna watch it. I'm running out of my nighttime one too, so I got this one by The Ordinary. It's their natural moisturizing factors plus hyaluronic acid. I have dry skin, especially in the winter time, so hopefully this does the trick, and it's more lightweight than like their other natural moisturizing factors moisturizers, so hopefully it kind of does a 2-in-1 where it's good for my acne but also good for dryness in the wintertime. So this will probably last me a good while because it's 3.3 fluid ounces, so hopefully we won't have to buy any sort of moisturizer anytime soon. And then I also got an under eye concealer because the one that I have now is very yellow. It matches the rest of my face, but I want something to cancel out the purple blue under here because I do have hereditary dark circles. I'm trying to brighten them up a little bit with like skincare and stuff. But I also got this more pink toned concealer by e.l.f. It's their hydrating camo concealer. It's their lightest shade, Fair Rose. So this is going to be strictly for under eyes, and hopefully the pink will sort of cancel out any of the blue that's underneath. The entire total was $22. I'm gonna go through Marshalls now, but I also have a little surprise in here. So I wanted to get this at Ulta. Last time I saw it, it was at Ulta, and I was like, oh, I'll just get it there instead of at the grocery store because you can get it at the grocery store too. But when I went into Ulta to get it, they didn't have it anymore, and I was like, well, at least I know it's at the grocery store. So I ended up getting it. It was the vanilla sugar scrub. I have a sugar scrub in my bathroom right now, but I don't really like it very much. It's very, very gritty and coarse, plus it doesn't really smell very good. So I'm going to replace it with this. Tree Hut always comes through. It's their vanilla one. This replaced Tahitian Vanilla Bean when they got rid of that, but it was tipped over, I guess. It just smells so good, and it would be good for any sort of body wash combo that you could imagine. So this is definitely going to be put to very good use. I'm very excited for it. The last thing that I got was purely for a school project. Marshall's had so many good things though. I definitely could have spent way more in there than I did, but I need to lay back on the spending for a while. One of my classes, we're actually getting to print on like a garment. So I could print out a t-shirt, but my product that I was given for this project was cleaners. So I figured microfiber towel is a great like cleaner fabric option. So we went with this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So if I mess up on a print, I have 5 more backups. So I think these were like $4. Yeah, $3.99. So we love a good deal. So yeah, that was what I got on my adventures today. I'm going to put these things away, and then I think we might do a little bit more like decluttering around my apartment / digital decluttering, because I didn't do that in the last reset video and it's bothered me. So we're going to do both last month and this month's decluttering. Is being annoying today, so I might have to go and reset my modem. I'll be right back. You saw that I had to fix my router, and I also remembered to put my microphone on my camera. So in the meantime of doing all of that, the lighting, as you can see, has definitely changed. It is obviously nighttime. It's 6:30 right now, so the lighting is just going to do weird things throughout this section of the video, so I'm sorry about that. But anyways, I was about to jump into my Notion templates when that happened, so here we are back into Notion. Everything works fine now. So I absolutely love Notion. I actually have a link in the description. It is affiliate, but no pressure at all to use it or not. It's for all of their pro plans, so like all of their new AI tools, all of their business plans, all of that stuff. And I'll also have a link to my monthly reflection template, which we're going to use first. A lot of people really love this template that I have made, so definitely download it if you haven't already. It'll be in the description as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump right on into it because I have a lot to talk about. My one word to describe this month is going to be connection. There are reasons for this, but I'm not going to get into it right now because you'll sort of be able to connect the dots as I talk about my month in reflection, and you'll be able to see why this month was such a month around connection for me. As far as memorable moments go, we're going to start with the highs. There were more highs than lows this month, which we always love. So the first one was that I got to go to California for my cousin's wedding. So my cousin is 3 years older than me, and he's been with his girlfriend for, well, with his wife now for I think 6 years. They got together about the same time that my boyfriend and I did. So I was really, really excited to be able to go to San Diego for their wedding. That was why I skipped a couple weeks ago of posting, and that's why my scheduling has been kind of catty-wonky, because that plus school plus a bunch of other things that have happened in my life has sort of made YouTube go on the back burner for a little while. So I'm trying to catch up desperately. I grew up with my cousin and all of his siblings. They would come to my house for Christmas every year. So it was just really cool to see somebody that I have grown so close with throughout the years actually have a big milestone thing that I could attend. So that was really, really fun. Ben, if you're watching, I love you. The next high that happened is something that has never happened to me in the history of having my YouTube channel. And that is that somebody actually recognized me in public, which, like I said, it's never happened before. I never expected it to happen either, but it did. Person that recognized me, you're probably watching this. Hello. Thank you for saying hi. I gave you a shout out a couple weeks ago just talking about it, but yeah, they recognized me in the middle of a grocery store, and it wasn't even like a student. It was somebody that had graduated a couple years ago, more than a couple years ago, I guess, and they were just watching my videos to see what was different about Clemson, what was the same, and just sort of living in nostalgia. So thank you so much for saying hi. If you ever see me around Clemson, please come and say hi to me because it literally made my entire week. So that was something exciting that happened that has never happened to me before. Another exciting thing that happened, it's a bit cliche, but 1989. Do I have to say anything else? I have never been a Swiftie. And until I think Midnights came out, I was like, why is Taylor Swift so famous? What's the hype around it? And then Midnights came out and I listened to it just because, and I was like, you know, maybe I do like her stuff. And so I started going back in time, and from 1989 to now, I really love her music. I'm more of a pop listener than a country listener, which is why I didn't really like her at first. But once 1989 came out, I was like, I like this album. So I cannot pick one song that I don't like off of this album. Even the vault tracks are just so good. I think my favorite so far might be Wonderland or New Romantics. I've loved both of those. I love all of them so much, but that has been something that's been on a repeat on my drives to and from school. And I've been loving going back into time and sort of looking at all of the theories that people have for her next albums and things. I love that she hides Easter eggs in literally everything she does. Like she says in Midnight, she's a mastermind. That's been really fun to sort of follow along with, but yeah, 1989 has definitely been a high for me. As far as lows go, there are 2 lows on here that are kind of substantial. The first one is that I've not had much time to post or film on YouTube. I've sort of fallen off of my YouTube grind ever since traveling for the wedding that I talked about earlier. Also, school has been very, very busy lately, so I've not had time to film or edit or anything, which makes me so sad because this is a passion project and it started to become a little bit more of a chore. And I'm hoping that after next week, it'll start to feel a little bit more fun to do. Not that it isn't fun at all, but not having as much time to put into it has made me very sad. And the fact that school is so stressful, I'm worried about school first, obviously, as I should. So this isn't a job, this is just a hobby, so that's why it's been kind of put on the back burner, but I absolutely love having a YouTube channel and talking to you guys, so that's been a low for me that I'm trying to get off of. And it's been a low for a couple months now, so I'm hoping by next month it'll start to become more of a high again. I have a lot of inspiration in my brain, I just can't get it out in time. Also, on the YouTube front, I feel like my video quality isn't as good as I would like it to be. Like, I'm having very much imposter syndrome. Like, I get so discouraged looking at the numbers, as anybody would. It's very hard to not pay attention to those numbers because it does dictate how well your channel is doing and all of that stuff. And I can't get the metrics out of my brain. So that's been something that has been a low. I want to learn how to edit a little bit better. I've been slowly but surely trying to implement a couple little things here and there in my videos. Hopefully you guys find them entertaining. I don't know. It's always going to be a learning curve, but the fact that I've had my YouTube channel for over a year and a half actually, granted the first year I was doing content that was completely different from this. That's probably why my content isn't really doing very well nowadays. But still, the analytics of the YouTube algorithm have not been on my side lately. So that's been the main low of the month. Something that I have learned this month. It's something that's a bit personal to me, so I'm gonna try and not talk about it in too much detail, but I feel like something that I've learned about myself, especially recently, is that I can get easily jealous of what other people have or the timing of other people's milestone things that I would like. So my timing isn't the same as other people. I've always known that, but I've been really starting to pay attention to it because one of my friends got engaged. My cousin got married, and a couple other things have happened. Like, I've seen people get accepted into programs that I would love to get into one day, and it's just made me like jealous, but I feel so guilty of being jealous, and then it becomes a spiral. The other day I literally had like a mild anxiety, panic attack sort of breakdown about it because something happened that I've been looking forward to for years to somebody else that has been on the same track as me until that point. So it's just made me more self-aware about myself. I don't want to be like that, but that's just character flaw that I have to get over. So that's something that I've learned about myself that isn't exactly pretty, but it's something that I am learning to accept. Something that I want to improve on. The first thing is morning scrolling. I am so bad about when my alarm goes off, I go to tap the stop button on my phone, and because it's my phone, I automatically grab for it and look at the notifications after my alarm stops, and I want to stop doing that, and I don't know how because my alarm is the only thing that gets me up in the morning for school. I don't have a sunrise facing room, so I can't wake up with the sun, and because of my early classes that wouldn't work anyway, so I have to have an alarm, and the only thing that has an alarm is my phone, so I don't really know how to go about that in a sustainable way. Maybe I put it on my desk instead. I want to be able to stop my morning scrolling, maybe I'll like block out some of the apps to not open until a certain time or something like that. Another thing that I want to improve on is my spending habits. I am such a shopaholic. Once I start shopping, it's hard to stop. The past month or so, I've gone to Ulta probably once a week because of things that I've either run out of or things that I've forgotten or things that I needed for traveling. I want to try and save my spending as much as possible, mostly because Christmas is coming and, you know, you gotta have money for spending on other people. So I'm gonna try and improve my spending habits. Hopefully not spend a whole lot, although I do have a Stitch Fix order coming next week, so maybe I'll end up buying the whole box. You never know. I also added another little section in here called things I'm looking forward to next month. I find that if I have something to look forward to every month or even every week, it makes life a little bit better. So I have 3 things on this list. The first one is that on Saturday, I get to go to a football game by myself. I don't have any friends going as of right now, mostly because I won this ticket in a student lottery. You probably saw me do that in my August reset video, maybe? There was one vlog somewhere over the summer where I found out that I had gotten a ticket to a student game. So that game is coming up on Saturday and I'm very excited. I will be vlogging it. It'll probably be the next video up on my channel. So make sure you have my post notifications on so you never miss it because it's going to be really fun. Something else that's happening is over Thanksgiving weekend, I'm going to be going to the Biltmore house with my roommate. It's something that's been on her bucket list for a very long time and then we're just going to make a whole day out of it. She's going to come into the Asheville airport and we're just going to walk around, take pictures, things like that. So I'm really looking forward to that and just spending some quality time with her. And then the last thing on this list is that it'll be 6 years with my boyfriend at the end of the month. So that's just a little something that I'm looking forward to. That is the end of this monthly reflection. I'm going to go ahead and jump onto my homepage for the month and sort of show you what it looks like before we change it up for November. So this is what my October Notion template looks like, Notion dashboard, if you will. I've absolutely loved looking at this all the time. I love all of the bright orange because obviously I go to Clemson, so there has to be some orange somewhere. I really loved this little theme. I love all of the little cozy vibes with all of the leaves and things. So this has been what my Notion template has looked like. And then as we scroll down here, you can see that I have an October intention down here. I decided to make it discipline. And to be completely honest, I have fallen off pretty bad on this side of things. You know when you start to notice something about your life that you're like, I've improved this so much and I'm falling off and getting bad again about it? Like that's been me lately. I've just been scrolling on my phone a whole bunch. Like my screen time was a little bit higher than it was last month. A couple other little things I've noticed that I've sort of fallen off on, and discipline has been one of those things. So I don't really know if I should change next month intention. I feel like I should just keep it and try and do better next month than I did this month. So we might end up just not changing it at all. That's been my monthly intention. I intended to, but it never ended up happening. This is the fun part. We're gonna jump into Pinterest and search up some cute little pictures and make some new images and headers and backgrounds and all of the things. You guys, this is what my November dashboard looks like. And it just makes me so happy. I am such in the like cozy mood, even though here at Clemson it's only like 70 degrees, but I'm so looking forward to being able to wear sweaters all the time. So I sort of played off of that, did a very soft, fuzzy, cozy vibe for this dashboard for November. I found a bunch of these pictures obviously on Pinterest. So I have a couple sweater pictures here as well as some pumpkins. And then I found this little Notion cover image. It's actually an Instagram highlight image. I'll have my Pinterest linked in the description, by the way, for you to be able to find all of these things. I will have the board for my entire Notion page as well as all of my individual like months so that you can sort of see what pictures I picked if you want to twin with me. I'll also have this little header up here in my note Pinterest as well, so you'll be able to download it from there if you want. But anyways, that is what my like header looks like up here. I tried to find a different font for this November header, but I didn't find one that I liked because I have one that I really love for my thumbnails on my YouTube videos, but it's not a Canva font and I can't upload my own fonts with the like Canva free plan. So we're just gonna have to deal with what we have here, but it's still a really cute little font. So we're going to scroll down a little bit. I kept with a little cozy theme with some of these like, you know, have a cozy day, this picture of like a flat lay of a sweater and some things like a daily outfit. I also picked some of this fall foliage over here because I just thought it was really pretty. And then down here, I also rearranged this bottom part a little bit. So now I have a picture of like a cotton bud and the calendar. So I didn't change my discipline at all. I just changed the font color as well as a little emoji next to it. I picked a candle because I figured it was fitting. That is what my Notion template looks like, and it's so cute and pretty. So I'm so excited to start using this. Now we're going to work on my bullet journal. This is going to be the focus of the entire day today. I have been using this journal for probably 3 months now consistently. So I use it for tracking and like morning and nighttime journaling. I also use it as my daily planner. So I'll show you sort of what a full month looks like. Last month was Tigger themed. If you're new, I am a huge Disney nerd. So I love to put Disney characters on the front of every page. So this was last month. It was just little Tigger. So that was really fun to draw and color in. And then this is what a tracker looks like all filled out. So this is my phone and sleep tracker. You can tell that they are highlighted and everything. My phone tracker, like I talked about earlier in this video, has been a little bit higher than last month. So it's really satisfying to see them all filled out and things. And then my skincare tracker is so filled out. And honestly, I'm really grateful that I did this because it really helps to see what products I'm using every day and if I should wait on a product, if I don't remember if I used something this week or not. So that's been really helpful, and I think it's helped clear my skin up a little bit too. So that's been really nice. We're definitely going to carry that into next month. And this is what my daily highlight and content tracker looks like. So we're going to use all 6 of these trackers once again this month. They're all penciled in and everything. I just have to make them like pretty and colored and things like that. So we're going to do that. And then this is what this week has looked like in my bullet journal as far as a weekly planner goes. I like to use this same simple setup because it's 1, easier to create every month, and 2, it's just a really nice blank canvas for me to add whatever I want. So we're going to fill out and create all of these pages today. It has been about an hour or so, and I have a couple of my pages drawn out, and I love the colors that I picked out. I have an idea of what I want to draw for the cover page, so I'll pop a picture up right here of what it looks like because I'm not going to have time to film it and edit it and post it the time that I want to, but I'm going to show you what the other pages look like because I really, really love them. So now that you've seen the cover page, you kind of have a little bit of context into why I chose the colors that I did. So this is my skincare tracker. Again, very basic, but I did put today's stuff that I used this morning. Today is November 1st, so I ended up just putting all the things that I used this morning in here, and this will all be filled up eventually. So it's very basic looking right now, but it will get pretty busy as the time goes on. Then I have the phone and sleep tracker. So these are going to be highlighted in the yellow and gray that you saw on the last page. And then over here is my daily highlight and content tracker. So this is, again, very similar to the other 2 pages. And then over here, I made some color keys down here for things that I want to be planning throughout the month. I want to get back onto my posting schedule. That's my goal. So I don't want to have to miss another posting day. So I have this here so that I can sort of keep track of what's going live when. I also have a little section down here to brainstorm things to film or things that I plan on filming this month at some point. So that is over here. Right now it's blank, but I am going to fill this in once I'm done filming. Over here is what an actual week would look like. Now, I actually did make this page last week just because I knew that I would need it, but the other pages you saw just made. So this is what a page looks like as I'm using it. So some of this stuff you probably don't even care about, but this is what it would look like once I start filling it in and things. Again, the colors are very similar. And then over here, I have a little calendar of the weeks so that every week it'll have a different week highlighted. so I can see sort of where we are in the month. So that is what my bullet journal looks like. So I think I'm going to call this November reset a success. It is now November 1st, which means that we are going into a brand new month, and I'm so excited for what is in store. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like. I would really appreciate it, and subscribe for more videos from me. I have a whole bunch of college and lifestyle content coming your way. So in the meantime, I will see you in my next video. Bye.